So my goal is to give away 52 rings in 2026. That will be roughly $102,000 in engagement rings. If I sold those rings, I want to give away $102,000 in engagement rings in 2026. I'm going to leverage the channel to document this entire process, the manufacturing process, the process of me actually making the rings. I'm gonna show you guys everything. Jewelry making, I've been doing jewelry making for the last 5 years, but I never really sat down to commit myself to the goal. And that's why my company isn't really where it should be, in my opinion, or why I'm not really where I should be, in my opinion, because of lack of consistency. So I'm going to be super consistent with this goal. I understand the manufacturing process. I understand the process of supplying the rings. I understand the process of getting the materials. I am a caster. I'm certified to set stones, set diamonds, but I don't do it because it takes a lot of time, and I got to do the content. I got to do the communications. I got to do the editing, and I got to do the casting. Casting is what a lot of people like to see, and that's what I'm most efficient at. My goal for 2026 is to give away $102,000 in engagement rings, which would be roughly about 52 1-carat diamond rings. And that's what I'm going to do. That's going to be what I do to basically scale the business, build up my following, build up my engagement, build up the people that will, do reoccurring business with me. My goal this entire time was always to do engagement rings, but I get distracted very easily. Full-on transparency. If I'm going to do the YouTube stuff, I'm going to be super transparent with you guys. So I get distracted very easily, and stuff with life happens, combined with me getting distracted, combined with me not having a North Star for everything that I'm doing. And that's why I feel like I have not succeeded in the way that I would like, if that makes sense. I've done the first giveaway, and the engagement I got, the attention, the amount of people I was able to interact with. I'm still making the ring. This passing was literally Thursday was Thanksgiving, so I wasn't able to get as much work done as I would have liked. But this next week, I will have the ring done, and it'll be my first one done. So Miss Agatha won it, which is super cool. I'm happy for her. I already got the diamond. I just am waiting on the CAD so that way I can wax it or get it printed in wax, and then I will cast it, get it polished, and get it sent off to her. But these are all processes that you guys will clearly understand going forward. These are my thoughts. I've been a jewelry maker for the last 5 years, and then I just never sat down and appreciated my skill set enough to make it the only thing I focus on. I guess I'm just seeing the effects of not being focused, not being consistent, not just having a particular thing that I just stick with and do consistently. And I want to stick with and do consistently fine jewelry, engagement rings. I really like making engagement rings. I like the process of casting. I love casting. That's my favorite thing. Burning the metals down and whatnot. So I was going to attempt to do a faceless brand, and it's so difficult being faceless. It's difficult being faceless on YouTube because I got to do more long form content. It's difficult being faceless on any social media because I feel like a lot of this process, this relationship building, this trust building, I feel like this whole thing needs a face. And I'm cool with being the face of my brand. I gotta be the face of my brand, especially at the beginning. I'm Alton, I'm a jeweler. I've made this video so many times, but this time I'm going to sit down somewhere and only work on jewelry making and only work on these engagement rings while I process these orders and give these rings away to lucky winners. My two primary skill sets are advertising and jewelry making. I'm leveraging the advertising to get more engagement on the channel and get more opportunities out for people to win. And then I'm doing the jewelry making myself and making you guys' rings. Any ring I can make, any design, any style can be made. A large portion of jewelry that's made these days starts off as CAD. I know you sometimes see people do making the rings from scratch, melting the metal, bending the metal, and then repurposing it into a ring and then setting it. But that's one style. The other style is doing the CAD design with a CAD designer. And a CAD designer is basically a person that creates computer generated jewelry files inside of a computer, and then they turn that into an STL file. And once I get that STL file, I can print it. And then once I print, I can cast and then set the stones with the stone setter. And then we go from there. So yeah, I was gonna do this video at the shop, but I'll show you guys the shop like later this week. But it's really on my mind to get started and not waste time, because I've wasted a lot of time already. And I decided that I don't want to be a faceless brand and try to scale as a faceless brand, because that sounds hard. So yeah, I am going to give away $102,000 in engagement rings. That's going to be 52 rings in 2026. That's my goal. And my other goal is to have a shop within a year. But for me to be able to achieve that, it's going to be a lot of work. And I just, you know, that's the goal. But I just have to work, you know, that's all I can do. So I want to give away 52 engagement rings. That's basically a ring every single week. So there's 52 weeks in a year. That's a ring every single week. At the beginning, it'll probably be slow. So January and February will be slow, because I'm basically using the money from work to kind of support this right now. But once I start getting more sales on the engagement ring side, on the jewelry side, and build up like a level of consistency, I will be able to start picking up the pace with the giveaways. And by the end of the year, I hope to have my own shop. And there's a prerequisite for that, for me having my own shop. There's one thing I want to complete before I do that. I'll let you know in the future what that is. But yeah, my name's Alton Geisen. I've been a jeweler for the last 5 years. I taught myself how to cast, and since then, I've just been making jewelry. But I want to take the capability of being a jeweler aggressively more seriously. Just doing this first giveaway, I read all the stories that people have for like their love stories and stuff like that. And I think I could have a really, really good impact on like everything that's going on with me completing this goal of giving all these rings away. Number one, my goal is to give away 52 rings in 2026. Number two, I don't want to be a faceless YouTube brand, because like I can't really build any trust like that if you guys don't know who it is that's talking all the time. And then number three, my goal is to have my own jewelry store in a year. So that's basically what's going on, right? That's all that I have for this video. I'm going to go ahead and get it chopped up and out. I made a video a long time ago showing you guys my Lord of the Ring one ring in 14 karat gold. You can go check that video out. And then whatever comments that you guys have or questions or things that you want to see me do when it comes to the jewelry making, let me know. I already kind of document the casting process, and I will show you guys a lot more stuff. Most of my work is done at the shop in Atlanta, and then also in the jewelry district in Atlanta. But I have suppliers like everywhere. And then, you know, I get my raw materials from different places. So yes, that's basically it for this video. If you want to check out the video where I talk about the one ring, you can go check that one out, and I will see you guys on the other side. Bye now. See you in a second.